I have an interview today to film, and if some of the things in this video look familiar, it's because I've already filmed here before for this same client. So this is the room that I'm going to be filming in today, same room as last time. One thing I was worried about is where the sun was going to be placed, but it looks like I am opposite of the sun, which is perfect because I have a company right now that's renting my 600X or using it. So I don't have that big source of power, which is what I was worried about. But because I had shot here before, I knew that I was probably going to be safe doing the 200X and the 60X again. So that's what we're going to do today. Pretty much the same setup. I'm just going to improve my angle this time. Something I talked about last time is I had him too far sideways. So today we're gonna try and remedy that. So this new car is really coming in handy. I'm loving it. It feels so solid and so smooth. Works great. It feels solid. It holds everything. And I'm really enjoying this purchase. Like I was saying earlier, it's the same office building that I've shot at before. I do want to take a little bit of a different approach. Last time I shot with the window in the background. This time I plan to angle it a little bit differently towards more the door. The only problem this time, I didn't have my 600X, as I was saying before. It was being rented out on another shoot. Unlike last time where I had the 200X with my Light Dome Mini 2, they were also renting the Light Dome Mini for the 600X. So the biggest issue I was running into is basically I didn't have options for diffusing my light. So for the key, I ended up just doing my 200X with my Fresnel, shooting it through that diffuser panel that I had. And the key light, in my opinion, looked nice. It was just a hair light that I just could not dial in properly. But whenever you do see the footage, I would love recommendations and feedback. I'm always looking to improve, and that's what these vlogs are for. Ways for me to get proper criticism that can make me a better filmmaker. So I decided to shoot it a little different this time as opposed to last time. Last time I had it angled about here, looking out the window. I wanted to change it up a little bit and shoot this way. I will say that this angle last time was just a lot more dynamic or interesting, I think, than this angle. Just because, as you can see here, it's like, you have like the orange lights from out there, then you just kind of have this gray wall. So, no, I'm happy I tried something different as opposed to last time, but as you can see, we have the 60X being our hair light. I was having lots of trouble with this. I originally had it over here for the longest time. The problem was because I don't have another diffusion, it was casting a shadow on this plant, so it just kept pushing this harsh shadow. Ended up moving the plant over here, kind of like I did last time, just propping it up on my case. And then for these, I took the Aperture MCs, set up this nice blue color, and just put it on behind these little trophies just to add a little bit of pop. Then I posted up this 200X with the new Fresnel that I got, and I decided just to do it, flood it as much as possible mainly for the diffusion and just to kind of help some of the spill. Shooting it through this diffusion panel here, which I think I need to get one or two more of. But I just have it mounted to this little low boy carbon fiber stand, but it worked perfectly for this situation. Then a little bit different from the audio setup last time. Last time I had the FX6 just kind of like mounted up here through a bungee cord and stuff. Didn't really like it because I couldn't see the screen and everything. Plus, I didn't realize until after I had gotten here that my batteries were almost dead. But I remembered that this is USB-C, so I actually took my Zune Mullis X100 light, battery power light, and just plugged it into there. It powers it. So I didn't have to worry about it dying during the shoot, which is great. Same thing, just kind of booming it out. This is a new C-stand that I got. It came in yesterday. I actually got two new C-stands. Both of these are new. But what's different from these that I have never had before, and different from the ones that I have now, is it actually has like the 1/4 inch thread and the 3/4 inch, I think, like the bigger one. So it has a smaller one, the 1/4 inch, and then the bigger one, which works phenomenal for this because I forgot my boom pole at home. So I kind of got extremely lucky, and it's a little bit disappointing. Like, I'm disappointed myself because if this had not come in yesterday and I didn't have this and I didn't purchase the one with these threads on it, I don't know what I would have done today. I would have been a little bit SOL. I would have had to love him up for sure. Got lucky. I keep making these little tiny mistakes that I'm getting lucky on, but eventually, if I just don't get it together, my luck is going to run out. So like I was saying, as opposed to last time, instead of having him towards the window, I faced him more towards this corner. And then I made sure this time not to do such a side angle. That's what I did last time. Got a lot of feedback on that for a 2-cam setup, it was a perfect, second angle. For a one cam setup, not great. So this time I made sure to set my angle here, and then I was sitting directly next to it, which is obviously something I should have known, but I didn't. But now I do. So got a lot of feedback from people. I love the criticism. Please keep giving me feedback, critiquing. Yeah, this was the whole setup. So now I just have to break it all down and get out of here. I started this channel about 4 or 5 months ago when I was introduced to David Moorfield. I never thought anything of this YouTube channel, and I never thought anything could come of this YouTube channel. But here lately, the vlogs have been doing great. They've been growing in numbers. My subscribers are going up every single day, and I'm already starting to get opportunity. People are reaching out to me, wanting me to help on projects and be a part of things that they're looking to shoot. And the number one reason I even decided to make this YouTube channel after I started watching David was if it was another avenue for someone to find me and pay me to come out and do work, then I'm all ears. Watching David leverage his YouTube channel for different opportunities such as the filmmaker meetups and sponsorships whenever he needs them or whatever is just something that excites me. And ultimately at the end of the day, I want to create a resource for both me and the people watching. I want it to be like a symbiosis. I want to be able to provide information and stuff to people who are learning filmmaking like I'm learning filmmaking, and I want to be able to use this YouTube channel to put myself out there so that people can help me learn. I just received a comment the other day through an email, someone telling me that one of the things that they like about my channel is that I don't hide the fact that I don't know something. And that's one thing that's just huge to me. I don't want to pretend like I know everything. And sometimes it's difficult because it does subject you to people maybe not having as much confidence in you, or maybe subjects you to being laughed at in a way for not knowing something you should. But my background isn't in professional videography. It's in esports, and it's in doing everything solo or with my buddy Blake at the time, who, you know, was also learning. Now I'm in a position where I'm having to learn so much more that I didn't have to. And this YouTube channel has just been helping me to learn from my mistakes, having people help me learn from my mistakes. And then in tandem, I want to use it so that when people are watching, they can learn from my mistakes. I've learned so much from watching David and Peter and Cranky Cameraman and Joel and all these other amazing videographers that are putting themselves out there. And, you know, I definitely rate myself at bottom of the totem pole when it comes to knowledge and experience, but I still think that it's valuable to put myself out there because I'm in the learning steps to get to a bigger position. And if I can just teach somebody one thing that may save them a shoot or may make them some money, then I find all of this just vastly worth it. I definitely need to get like a doctor bag or whatever they're called to put my built rig in, because I can't really push this with one hand and hold the camera, and it just is too wobbly to have setting on top of here while I'm pushing it. So